All right. We've made all the adjustments I think we can make. We're going to, like, picture isn't as sharp as we want it to be, but I think we're back live. Reduce some of the lagging for you. Recap, we're at the top of the fourth. 3-0 Batesburg-Leesville. Now runner on the second base, Landon Jones, after he drilled one down the third base line. Braden McAllister, your batter. That pitch is going to get away and allow Landon to get over to third. And the count is 1-2 on Braden McAllister. All right, so if we can hang on here down in this hole with a lot of people packed in around us. The internet's not a happy camper today.
That's the biggest issue, I feel like.
Huh?
That's the biggest issue.
Yeah. And your 1-2 pitch to McAllister, one down in the inning. That's inside, ball 2. 2-2. Neese now sits at 53 pitches, 19 balls, 34 strikes. Willis now on the mound for your Rebels. And your 2-2 pitch on the ground, off the glove of Bucknight. That'll allow McAllister to get the first, and run scored now, 3-1. Rebels close the distance. There on the hard hit infield. Would you score that a single?
I scored a single because it went off the edge of the glove.
It was a diving effort by the third baseman.
The shortstop picked it up. By that time, Braden was almost already on first.
All right, so McAllister on at first. Now one down in the inning for Daly hit your batter. Daly's 1 for 1 with a single. And McAllister on at first. 3-1, top 4. Game 2, Upper State popped up, and that's going to be playable by Sawyer at first, and he'll make the call in the catch. We're out number 2. Jay Willis will be your batter. Fighting the wind, fighting the internet.
We're fighting everything.
We're fighting. We're just fighting. Rebels are fighting 3-1 now.
And he balks.
Another balk call. And I guess that was an even up balk call, which is what put them on the board to begin with, wasn't it? Was a balk call.
Yeah, so I mean.
And 3-1 runner in scoring position, 2 down for Jay Willis.
Come on, guys, let's go.
Willis ground out in his first plate appearance. And pitch. Unable to check his swing, gets away from Smith, the catcher, but not far enough for McAllister to advance 90 feet. 0-1. And your 0-1 pitch to Willis. That's foul toward the dugout of your Panthers. 0-2. So 3-1, winner advances to Upper State Championship on Wednesday night. Loser will have to play
at
home against Mid-Carolina on Monday night. And your 0-2 pitch to Willis. Outside, good-looking 2-strike pitch. Willis lays off 1-2. That's a hard pitch to lay off of.
Yeah.
Because it started over the plate and worked its way off.
It started and then just kept
You got to pick up that pitch, or you're swinging. Yeah. If you don't pick up the spin on that pitch, and popped up, and calling for it is the shortstop Hallman. Will make the catch, but the Rebels do push one across in the bottom or top of the 5th. Are we in the 5th?
No, we're in the
4th.
We're bottom 4.
And he's wrong. So we move to the bottom of the 4th in Batesburg-Leesville, 3-1 Panthers. You're listening to Rebel Radio on the Rebel Sports Network. Jaron Reese back with you live in Batesburg, Leesville. We move to the bottom
Now batting
of
number
the
15,
fourth.
Gavin Parrott.
Yeah,
3-1.
Yeah, they realize that they do.
Yeah.
That
First
was
pitch
swing.
from Willis. Ooh, I don't want to do that. I'm going to kill my hotspot if I do that. Working solely off of a phone hotspot now, and it seems to be working better than a regular internet connection. That pitch inside, strike 2. Good job by Willis. Get ahead 0-2 on Gavin Parrish, the designated hitter, who's 0 for 0 with a walk today. And your 0-2 pitch. Outside 1-2. Good 2-strike pitch, though. Parrish not biting. And your 1-2. Fouled off. Parrish stays alive. Let's see your line score so far. 1 run on 5 hits. 3 left on for your Rebels. 3 runs on only 3 hits. 3 left on for your Panthers. But what crosses the plate that counts. That ball on the ground down third base line. It's going to get foul. So I think I want to go, where do I want to go? I want to go here now. And your 1-2 pitch from Willis, low and away, ball 2. And your 2-2 pitch. Gets him swinging, the ball gets away, we'll have to throw him out. And unable to corral it as Rotten. That's going to allow Parrish to get on first base with the strikeout pass, ball 3. Unfortunate turn there for your Rebels, but the leadoff runner is on in the bottom of the 4th.
Coming to the plate is number 16, Preston Smith.
That moves it over to the catcher for your Panthers, Preston Smith. He's 0 for 0, is hit by pitch. I think he got his kneecap breezed his last time up. And you'll have a runner for Parrish.
Wait.
So that'll be a substitution.
And the run is number
actually.
14, Graham Pierce.
Graham Pierce will be on the run for your designated hitter, so that'll be a substitution.
Yeah.
All right, and Willis goes back to work now on the left-hand hitting Preston Smith. Now 3-1. Bottom 4. And first pitch bunt shown, taken for ball 1. So Panthers trying to work one into scoring position with no outs here in the bottom of the 4th. And your pitch, bunt shown, taken for strike 1. 1-1. That was a good pitch to bunt right there. I don't know why he pulled off of that one.
Well, now he only has like one true good opportunity left to bunt now.
Yeah, your 1-1 pitch. Bunt shown and taken,
Okay.
just a bit high, maybe.
Oh.
Says Mr. Blue, 2-1. So the bunt's still on. Landon coming hard in at third. Pretty much putting himself in Smith's pocket. Bunt shown, that's going to get down to third base line. That's a good bunt. Nobody fields. Landon goes in time for the out.
That was out, straight out.
That's the second time I think we got hosed on that call, folks.
Well, let's go
And we gotta,
now.
you got to go on the road. That's something that comes along with going on the road.
That's what we get for being on the road.
Well, this is predetermined.
Yeah, we can't help that.
In to run for the Panthers is number 7, Michael Loris.
All right, little home cooking starting the show for your Panthers here. And, well, when you're at home, I guess that's what you get. Rebels want to overcome. That was a badly fielded play anyway to put ourselves in that position.
Yeah.
Nobody took charge of that ball. And Landon does field
Up
and
to
makes
the
a good
plate is
play out
number
of it.
1,
Mr. Blue says
Landon
no.
Soper.
So now 2 on with no outs. For Landon Soper, he's 1 for 1. Rebels with a little bit of a hole to dig out of here in the 4th. Probably a bunting situation here again for your Panthers, and it is. Bunt shown inside, ball 1. and remove the runners to second and third with one out or a bunt single. We'll load them up. And your 1-0 pitch. There's a throw down to second. McAllister has to make a little leaping play. Almost sails into center field, but Athletic McAllister says no, not happening on my watch.
The only issue with a bunt, if it's not good place, there's just a straight play.
You got to charge at third and get your force you got to charge from first and get your force at third. Bunt shown, low and away, ball 2. Neither team has lost in the playoffs as of yet, so this will be the first loss for whoever loses. Again, loser plays Monday night at home. Winner plays Wednesday night for the state championship. Will have to be beaten twice at home. Mid-Carolina defeated Clinton earlier today, so Mid-Carolina awaits the loser of this game on Monday night. Time called. Coach Horton makes his way to the mound, setting up his defense for sure, and no down, 2-0 for your Panthers here in the bottom of the 4th. At least the wind is chilled out a little bit. All right, your first pitch, and that's going to be hit by a pitch for your 9-hole hitter, Soper, and that's going to load them up. For the Panthers, nobody out. Rebels got to dig in deep right here. After we answer with one back in the third, don't want to give any more back. Let them answer back here in the bottom of the 4th. Rather, one run came across him.
Now batting number 4, Reese Binky.
All right, back over to the top for Reese Binky. He's 0 for 2, 2 ground outs. So the corners are in for your Rebels. First pitch, breaking ball.
Ooh. Okay, I don't know what he's.
That looked good.
I don't know what he saw on that one, but
1-0. Goodness. And the 1-0 pitch, low and away, 1-1. Willis can dial it in here, and that's inside corner, strike 1. Thank you, Mr. Blue. 2-1.
don't know how the first one was.
Corners aren't, well, everybody's in. Not in hard, but in. That ball hit the right field, tailing and foul. That would absolutely been a bases clearing double at least. But foul it is, 2-2. And your 2-2 pitch. Outside.
Oh, okay.
Just misses off the corner.
Full count.
Good looking 2-strike pitch from Willis. Ball 3. Full count. No outs. And your payoff pitch is on the ground. That's going to get into left field. 1 run will score. Rounding third, he missed third base. 2 runs will score. But he missed third base. I was looking right at him. So that's a single for, what did he say his name is again?
I have no clue.
Binky. 5-1 now, Panthers. Runners at first and second, no outs. The Rebels have much more work to do.
Now batting, number 18, Tanner Watkins.
2 spot. Tanner Watkins, your batter. He's 1 for 1, single and a walk. Bunt shown, taking inside, ball 1. And your 1-0 pitch. Bunted foul down the third base line, 1-1. And your 1-1 pitch. Bunt shown, bunted down the third base line. Willis takes a look at third, slides down. That's going to be a single for Watkins. Everything going the Panthers' way right now. Momentum is definitely swinging their way, or has swung their way. Bases loaded for your 3-hole hitter, Brandon.
Up to the plate
Braden
is number 8, Braden Hallman.
0 for 2 with the ground out, and he hit into a fielder's choice. Rebels back in. Nope, the middle's going to play for 2. Inside ball 1. Bases full of Panthers, nowhere to put him. 1-0's the count, and you pitch. Down the third base line, and Landon will come home for the force out at the plate. 1 out. Nobody scores. Good play by Landon Jones at third. So your line scores thus far: 1 run on 5 hits, 3 left on for your Rebels.
Jack Balknight.
5 runs on 6 hits, 3 left on for the Panthers. And Jack Balknight is your batter. The left fielder for the Panthers. That ball hit on the ground to third. Landon will go to tagged at third and go to first in time. Double play. Nicely done by your Rebel Junior. Takes the force out at third, goes to first in time for the double play. But the Panthers do answer back in the bottom of the 4th with 2 runs. We move to the top of the 5th in Batesburg-Leesville. Round 2, Upper State Championship. Panthers 5, Rebels 1. You're listening to the Rebel Radio on the Rebel Sports Network. My man. Gary and Reese back with you live at Batesburg-Leesville. We move to the top of the 5th. Good guys trail by 4, 5-1. Game 2 Upper State Championship bracket. Winners bracket. And leading off for your Rebels is Gage Cockrell, your designated hitter. 0 for 1 on the day. And first pitch, breaking ball. Reese has been dealing so far only 60 pitches through 4 complete. And your 0-1 pitch to Cockrell. That breaking ball breaks a little bit too soon, 1-1. And your 1-1 pitch. Popped up down the left field line. Balknight giving him a chase into foul territory.
Got it.
And he'll make the catch, sliding on his knees. Once again, everything falling the Panthers' way. Rebels going to have to battle their way through it. Nice sliding catch by Balknight in left field for out number 1. Bryson Bryant, your batteries 1 for 1, ripped it down to first base line his last plate appearance. As the sun now shines directly into that camera. All right. See if BB can get us cranked up here in the 5th. First pitch to Bryant. Time called by who? Ball on the field. Okay. All right. Now we're ready to go. Neese delivers to Bryant. Outside, strike 1. Look at BB spray chart. He uses the entire field, so he definitely not a pull hitter. He'll hit it where it's pitched, and the pitch up high, 1-1. So Neese has given up 5 hits, but the Rebels have only been able to cross 1 across the plate thus far. And your 1-1 pitch to BB. Outside, ball 2.
And your 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Rebels winner of 5 straight, actually, including the last game of the regular season to Saluda. Good looking breaking ball way inside. I don't know what the complaint can be on that one. That ball was about as inside as it can get. It's a good 2-strike pitch, but not close to being a strike.
Yeah.
And full count. And your payoff pitch, high outside, ball 4. That'll put Bryant on. For Ben Sauls, your leadoff batter for your Rebels. Ben's 0 for 2 on the day, 2 ground outs. See if we can break through right here and scratch back. Rebels need to get just one at a time. Needs to be the outlook right now for your Rebels. Don't do too much. 9 or 8 outs to work with. And time called. That'll draw a mound visit by your Panther skipper. Reese rather. Not Reese. Reese is next to me. He's only at 68 pitches.
Well, I mean, they also have a Reese in right field.
They also have a Reese in right there.
No, they took him out.
Binky up. That's going to be a pitching change for Nice. I'm not sure if he pulled the string on that one kind of early. What do you think? He's only at 68 pitches. They're not really touching him up. Oh, well.
And the kid they're pitching is considered like their best pitcher.
Yeah, brings in Braden Hallman from shortstop. He'll go to the mound, and Nice will go to short, I do believe. All right, while he warms up, we'll step out. 5-1. Panthers over your Rebels right here in the top of the 5th.
Trying to get our 2 boys.
Round 2 Upper State champions. You're listening to Rebel Radio on the Rebel Sports Network.
Screen's broke. We need to get a new screen door. The screen's broke, so you come in through the screen, but you can't get back out of it. I turn and look. There's a little kitty cat in our kitchen. So I said, "What are you doing in here, little kitty cat?" By that time, cat turns, tries to get back out. The screen won't go that way. Cat starts going meow, all crazy. And I told our players, we need more dogs. Bo's barking in the back. I have to go shut Bo up. Mel's like, what's going on? I said, it's a cat in the house. Cat in the house? I said, yeah, there's a cat in the house. So I told our players, I tried to let it out the front door. Cat's still going crazy in there. And I told our players, you need to be more like a dog. We don't need a bunch of cats in here looking in the mirror. I look good. I got my extra bands on. I got my other shoes on. Be a dog. We don't need no meows. We don't need no cats. We need more dogs. Be a dog. We don't need no meows. We don't need no cats. We need more dogs.
All right, Gary and Reese back with you live at Batesburg, Leesville. Help if I have my microphone here. Gary Reese back with you live, Batesburg, Leesville. Set the table for you. We're at the top of the 5th, 5-1 Panthers. BB on at first, 1 out. Pitching change now brings Hallman to the mound. Ben Sauls is your batter. 1 down. And the first pitch to Sauls inside. Ooh. Oh, boy. When you go on the road, you got to deal with it. Part of it. 0-1 on Ben Sauls. And your 0-1 pitch. It's hit in the right field, but right at. Okay, Binky?
Yeah.
All right. Binky was playing short in right field. It happened to be right at the right spot. That normally would be a base hit, but Binky had it played well for out number 2. That'll bring up Hayden James, batter. James ground out in a fly out. So the Rebels can do it here with 2. And your first pitch, outside, ball 1. So again, the winner here will be at home Wednesday night for the championship. Big hack by Hayden. Comes up a little bit short, foul ball down the first base line, 1-1. The winner will be at home Wednesday night. Will have to be defeated twice for the Upper State Championship. The loser will be at home in an elimination game on Monday night. And you 1-1 pitch. Nice breaking ball inside, 2-1.
I don't know how we're mad. I don't know. Okay.
That was a better looking pitch than the first strike.
Yeah.
Anyway, 2-1 it is. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Looks like the Panthers are all in, but that'll give them, if they did win, that would give them to Wednesday night off. So why not be all in? Kind of hard to beat somebody twice on any given night. It's happened plenty of times. The 2-2 pitch has popped up into center field. Giving chase is Watkins, who makes the call and the catch deep in center field. Rebels leave one on into fifth. We move to the bottom of the fifth. The Batesburg-Leesville 5-1 Panthers. Round 2 Upper State Championship winners bracket. You're listening to Rebel Radio on the Rebel Sports Network.
Now batting for the Panthers is number 13, John Sawyer.
Gary and Reese back with you live in Batesburg-Leesville. We move into the bottom of getting late. Inning number 5, John Sawyer, your batter. First pitch swinging goes foul down to first base line and out of play. Willis returns to work on the mound for your Panthers. And 0-1 pitch. Below it inside, just about got him, but Sawyer able to get out of the way. Sawyer's 1 for 2, fly out and a single. Again, the hits at about even in department. 6 for your Panthers, 5 for your Rebels. And left on 5 for your Panthers, 4 for your Rebels. So swing and a miss, strike 2. So that box score looks pretty even. However, the score is 5-1. And your 1-2 pitch. Popped up to right field. Going back is Daly hit. This side of the warning track makes the call and the catch for out number 1. Sawyer gave it a ride, but Daly hit patrolling right field. Takes that away from him. Carter Balknight. 0 for 1 walk and a strikeout for Balknight.
Now batting number 6.
One down in the
Carter
fifth.
Balknight.
The Rebels just haven't put a game together against these guys.
No.
Is it this team or is it just us not putting one together?
I don't know, really, if that's...
And your first pitch, nice breaking ball inside, strike 1.
I mean, you don't know how different the box score is if, like, some things go differently.
Well, I don't always tell the story, does it? That's on the ground at third base and just past the glove of Landon Jones. That's going to allow Balknight to get on. So 1 on with 1 out. Bottom 5 for Gavin Parrish. He's 0 for 1.
Now batting
And reached on drop third strike.
Gavin Parrish.
It just seems in this one all the little things have gone the Panthers' way.
Yeah.
But sometimes, you make those things happen. And the first pitch, that's going to get away from Broughton and allow Balknight to get his way over to second base, strike 1.
Wait.
All right, 0-1. I think Coach Horton asked if that was a foul ball or not. Was that a foul ball? I wasn't paying that much attention. All right, 0-1's the count. Runner on second base, one out. For Parrish, bottom 5. And your pitch. In the dirt, nicely blocked up by Rawton behind the plate. Tell you what, he's going to be a good catcher next year, I do believe. And Keyless on the left side of the infield is going to be good as well. But I'm sure Landon will be a staple over at third base. And a pitch. Inside, strike 2.
He's called that all night, so I have no.
It doesn't matter what pitch it is. It's a groan from one side or it's a groan from the other, but somebody's groaning. And your 1-2 pitch. Outside, popped up to right field or center field. Who's going to make that call? Daly makes the call and the catch for out number 2. There'll be no tag. That was the right call with the runner on the second base. Smart play by Daly hit because he's the one lined up for the throw, not the center fielder. So good defensive call there for your Rebel center fielder and right fielder.
Number 16, Preston Smith.
For out number 2, and Preston Smith, your batter. He's 1 for 1, hit by pitch and reached on a bunt. Willis goes to work. And your pitch. Oh, it's away ball 1. Willis now at 57 pitches. And your 1-0 pitch. That's outside corner, strike 1. You know what internet connection is actually hanging on the best? It's the weakest one I got on mobile hotspot. It ain't great, but it's hanging on.
Don't know what they're doing.
And what are we doing here? We're going to make a change at second by chance, or what are we doing? Yep. You're going to have a runner on at second base for Balknight, your left fielder. That might be a double switch there.
And to run is number 5, Drew Centella.
He's not going to pull Balknight. So that's going to be a double switch. We'll try to find out what the switch is here as we move into the bottom of or the top of the 6th, rather. So Cantella, is that how you say it?
I think it's Centella.
Centella.
We accidentally hit
on
it.
at second base. 1-1's your count. 2 outs in the inning. And your pitch. Breaking ball gets him popped up to left field.
Oh, no.
It's going to get down. Centella's going to round third. He will score. A dying quail inside out single for Preston Smith. Increases the lead to 6-1. Inside out, tailed away to left field. Drops in for a base hit.
This is how this game is gone for us.
That's the way the whole game is gone, isn't it? And Landon Soper, your batter. He's 1 for 1, single and hit by pitch.
Now batting number 1, Landon Soper.
So 2 down in the inning. And your first pitch to Soper is high, ball 1. And your 1-0 pitch. That's on the inside, strike 1. I think I've heard terrible. Even more time than we said huge.
I mean, he's called that all night. I'm not going to complain.
I said it's going to be a barking from whichever side didn't get the call. 1-1. And your pitch. Bunt shown. That gets down to third base line. That's going to be a hard play for anybody. That's going to be a single for Soper. Well executed by the Panthers. Puts 2 on, 2 outs. And rolls it back over to the top for Reese Binky. 1 for 3. Again, the little things are just going their way. Couldn't have bunted any better than he did.
Now batting number 4, Reese Binky.
Good job by Soper. Got to give him credit. And still 2 outs. And your pitch. Outside ball 1. Good slide over by Rawton behind the plate to block that one up. 1-0. And your 1-0 pitch. That's hit on the screws right at McAllister, who will make the catch for out number 3. But the Panthers do put one across in the bottom of the 5th, getting late in the game, 6-1. Rebels have work to do. You're listening to Rebel Radio on the Rebel Sports Network. Gary and Reese back with you live at Batesburg, Leesville, home of the Panthers. Getting late in the evening. Top 6, Rebels need to make a move here. 6-1 Panthers. 6 will be led off by Caleb Simpkins, your junior/senior, who will be graduating early in January. Congratulations to him. Putting the work in the books and on the field is Caleb Simpkins. And the first pitch to Simpkins, swinging a miss, strike 1. Had a 2-run home run against Mid Carolina last game. And your 0-1 pitch. Bunt shown. Uh-oh. Rebels trying to do a little small ball action to get some things rolling. That puts him in the hole 0-2. Oh, 0-2. Simpkins will have to shorten it up here, try to get something going. Rebels running low on outs. We've been down this far before and won, so Rebels will battle for sure. Outside corner, just off the plate. That's a hard one to take. 1-2. And your 1-2 pitch is a breaking ball in the dirt. 2-2. And your 2-2 pitch. Inside, called strike 3. For first out of the inning, and that'll bring up Landon Jones, your batter. That camera's right into the sun now. All right, so 1 down in the inning, top 6. Landon Jones, your batter. Jones is 1 for 2. Had himself a double his last plate appearance. Checks his swing there. 1-0. Again, we apologize for all the technical difficulties. I know a lot of people want to listen in, those that are unable to travel. Bad internet connection here for sure. And I think the amount of just the sheer amount of people that are here hurting as well. So we're to our 3rd different connection. Low budget broadcast here. We do the best we can with what we have to work with. 2-0. That's popped up deep to left field. Camping underneath is Balknight as Jones gets under that one just a little bit. Not quite the distance for out number 2. Braden McAllister, 2 for 2, Mr. Consistency. See if he can get things started with 2 down and top of the 6 for your Rebels. Comes into the day at 400, so over that now with a 2 for 2 day already. Said he's just playing fun this season, and it certainly shows on defense, at the plate and on the mound. Just all around, right at the knee, strike one. Had himself one heck of a senior year as McAllister. And the 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball gets him out front, 0-2. Waiting on deck is Daly hit. And your 0-2 pitch. McAllister gets a piece and stays alive. Good looking crowd here for your Rebels, those who traveled. Good job, A for the day. Of course, it is upper state championship bracket. That tends to get people out. And the 0-2 pitch outside. Ball one. Doesn't miss by much. Good two-strike pitch by Hallman. And stepping off is Hallman. And your 1-2 pitch. Hallman steps off again. No pitch clock today to worry about. And your 1-2 pitch. Low and inside, 2-2. And your 2-2 pitch. Popped up. That's going to be playable in right field for Binky. Will make the call in to catch for out number 3. Hallman retires the side. We move to the bottom of the 6th at Batesburg-Leesville. Panthers 6, Rebels 1, Upper State Championship winners bracket. Both teams will advance regardless of today's score. We'd like to advance to Wednesday rather than Monday. 3 outs to work with for your Panthers. You're listening to, or for your Rebels, you're listening to Rebel Radio on the Rebel Sports Network. All right, Gary and Reese back with you live at Batesburg-Leesville.
Panthers is number 618, Tanner Watkins.
6-1 Panthers. Tanner Watkins will be your batter, the center fielder for your Panthers. He's 2 for 2. 2 singles and a walk. See if the Rebels can shut him down here in the bottom of the 6th. Get back on this thing. First pitch misses, ball 1. Late evening sun, warm day. This is about the warmest day I think we've had at a baseball game. And your 1-0 outside, strike 1. Now with a 6-1 lead, the strike zone starts opening up a little bit. Yeah, it's amazing how that works. And the 1-1 pitch inside, 2-1. And your 2-1 pitch. Bunt shown down the third base line. That's going to be foul 1-2. Or 2-2 rather. And your 2-2 pitch. Inside, not a bad looking pitch. 3-2. Don't want to put the leadoff runner here in the 6th on for sure. And your payoff pitch popped up, and it's going to be in the left field, giving chase is Hayden James. He makes the call and the catch for out number 1. So 3 in the 2nd, 2 in the 4th, 1 in the 5th for your Panthers, 1 in the 4th for your Rebels.
Now batting number 8, Braden Holman.
Braden Holman, your batter, 0 for 3. Ground out and hit into two fielders' choices. Willis goes to work. You're swinging a miss, strike one. And you roll one pitch. Out front is Hallman. Down to third base line and foul, 0-2. Willis has done a good job. It's like a lot of things not going our way and not playing the small ball defense as well as we should, which normally we do, so it's going to happen every now and then. 1-2.
Because I feel like most of their hits when the bases were loaded were bunts.
Yeah, and your 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike three. Down goes Hallman. Hadn't had a whole lot of those tonight. So strikeout for Willis for out number 2, and that'll draw a mound visit from Coach Horton. They might be trying to hold him at a pitch count, maybe.
Yep.
At 74, yeah.
That would be if he takes him out.
Might be playing the odds for the remainder of the season, and that will bring on the Wyatt. All right. That'll be a pitching change, trying to keep him under 75 pitches. Wyatt Robertson will come on with 2 down into 6. While he warms up, we'll step out. 6-1 Panthers. You're listening to Rebel Radio on the Rebel Sports Network.
Or a community bank is about local decision making.
It's about providing services people want right here where we live.
It's about serving
And knowing how to serve. Community banking is about living right here in the community.
And living up to our promise.
Our promise is uncomplicated banking and great service.
And that hasn't changed. Queensboro is Georgia's community bank.
Gary and Reese back at the live in Batesburg, Leesville. Bottom 6, 6-1 Panthers. Jack Balknight will be your batter. With 2 down in the inning, Wyatt Robertson makes his way to the mound for your Rebels. What we got going on? Ball on the field again?
How's there another ball on the field?
All right. All right, Robertson goes to work on Jack Balknight, the left fielder for your Panthers. First pitch called strike one. And you roll one pitch. Stays up, popped up, coming towards us, bombs away. It's going to get out of play.
Somewhere.
0-2. I think it made it past the bleachers. I didn't want to look up. I was going to look into the sun and take one to the noggin.
I mean, we're
0-2 on Balknight.
Right here, so we're good.
And your 0-2 pitch stays up. 1-2. And your 1-2 pitch. Outside, a soft, big chopper to third. Jones will field and throw. Not in time. That'll be an infield single for Balknight. Again, all the little things are just going their way. That's what happens when you put enough together to string
Stepping up to the plate for the Panthers is number 13.
string across
John
6
Sawyer.
runs in the game. So little things that make a big difference. It's working today for the Panthers. 6-1 is your score. So your first pitch to John Sawyer, your batters, inside strike one. Sawyer's 1 for 3. Fly out, single, and a fly out. So Robertson goes to work with 2 down in the frame. Balknight on at first. The runner goes. It's outside. Runner had that one stolen off the pitch. 1-1. Now Balknight's at second with 2 down. And your 1-1 pitch for Robertson. There's a throw down to second. Nothing happening. And your 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. I want to go back and look at the book. How many runs do you think they scored with 2 outs? Just about all of them, man.
I'm pretty sure all of them except for like maybe 2 of them.
Yeah. And a 2-strike pitch is fouled down toward the Panthers' dugout. Sawyer stays alive. And your 1-2 pitch. And line drive. Ben Sauls catches some air and makes the catch. That saved a run. Great defensive play by Ben Sauls at first. That takes it to the 7th. 3 outs to work with for your Rebels. 6-1 Panthers. Game 2 Upper State Championship winners bracket. You're listening to Rebel Radio on the Rebel Sports Network.
If we could please stay off of the fence in the outfield. Please stay off of the fence in the outfield. Thank you.
Gary and Reese back with you live at Batesburg-Leesville. Down to 3 outs for your Rebels. At least 5 runs to stay in this one. For your Rebels, Daily Hit will lead off the 7th inning. First pitch swinging, pops it up. And it's going to get out of play for strike 1. So 0-1 Holman, only had 22 pitches. He came on last inning, was it? 6th inning?
Yeah.
I think it was a pitch count situation also. That ball popped foul down the first base line. Waiting on deck, Jay Willis. It's still sitting at 309 on the season with 17 RBIs. Having himself a great senior season as well. That ball popped up a mile high to the infield. Camping underneath is Landon Soper at second. He makes the call in to catch for out number 1. So 1 down for Jay Willis. Rebels not stringing them together as of yet. 1 run in the 4th is all the show for today on 5 hits, 4 left on. So Jay Willis is 0 for 2 on the day. And first pitch to Willis inside, strike 1. And you roll 1 pitch. High ball 1. And you're 1-1. Breaking ball outside, 2-1. Gage Cockrell on deck for your Rebels. And your 2-1 pitch is hot shot down to third base line and foul off the top of the fence. Top of the foul fence. 2-2 for Willis. And your 2-2 pitch.
Popped him up.
Foul.
And it's going to get over our heads. Willis stays alive, 2-2. And your son starts to catch the edge of the trees over there. And your 2-2 pitch is into left center field, but that's going to camp out. Tanner Watkins in center field ranges over, makes the call in to catch for out number 2. For Gage Cockrell, your batters 0 for 2 on the day, a strikeout and a flyout. So Holman comes set. First pitch to Cockrell is on the outside. Misses just off the plate, 1-0. And your 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Two more. Cut him down.
And your 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball, strike 2. And your 1-2 pitch. Called strike 3. That'll do it at Batesburg, Leesville. Rebels come up flat, but still in the Upper State Championship as we will travel back home to the Rebel Zone on Monday night to face the Mid-Carolina. Your final score, Batesburg, Leesville 6. Panthers, Rebels 1. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for standing by down here in this hole. I don't mean it in a bad way, but down here in this hole, we had a hard time getting our internet connection working for you. Working off of a budget here, folks, but thank you for hanging in there with us. We'll see you on Monday night, and until then, go good night and go Rebels.